Video here today on Ttoo Biosystems, TTOO. Definitely a difficult day here, I think, for shareholders. Down 26%, 35 cents at the time of this video. $117 million market cap. Trading volume stayed relatively the same. It still was in the top 10 of the most heavily traded stocks in the market. You can see here sitting at number 9. Like I said, 106 million trades of Ttoo Biosystems today. After hours, price relatively the same, consistently at 34 cents at the time of this video. We got some newsworthy things to kind of go over today in regards to Ttoo Biosystems. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I have been I guess, bullish advocate for TTOO stock. Really, I would say over the last month or so now. So make sure you guys keep that in mind here when I do talk about TTOO. I am bullish on it. I do believe that the positive catalyst for this stock moving forward, if they all come into fruition, will be very, very generous to holders, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion, in my opinion only. But let's get into this. So there was an S3 filing today, but let's get into this investor place article that I wanted to share. This is not an opinion-based article. This is more so just informative. I'll put a link to the article in the description below. Ttoo Biosystems preps to sell 141 million shares of TTOO stock. So Ttoo Biosystems has filed for the resale of up to 141.64 million shares. CR Group LP and its funds have been named as the selling stockholders. The TTO stock is down by more than 70% so far this year. You can see here the company filed a Form S3, which will open up right here, I believe. Here's the Form S3. Now, obviously, this is the verbiage, and this is very complicated, right? I don't know. I can't really break down this S3 form and really dissect on what it really means and everything like that. You can see here each share of convertible preferred stock can be converted into 1,000 shares of common stock upon the shareholder approval of a proposed TTO reverse stock split, which we've talked about. I think most shareholders don't want a reverse split here. Ttoo has stated that it will not receive any proceeds from this resale. The CR Group LP and its funds were listed on the S3 as the selling stockholders. Let's go into the details. So after the resale is complete, right, CR and its funds are expected to own 0 shares of TTO stock. CRG Partners, the CRG Partners Parallel Fund B is eligible to resell 59.7 million shares, the most shares among the CR funds. CRG Partners, etc. behind that is eligible to resell 46.6 million shares. So Ttoo comes out and says, we do not know how long the selling stockholders will hold the shares before selling them and expect, as described in this perspective, we currently have no agreements, arrangements, or understandings with the selling stockholders regarding the sale or disposition of any of the shares. So when we talk about this and how it directly impacts, I guess you could say, the shareholder, obviously it kind of definitely had made waves in today's price, specifically when we really break down and talk about Ttoo Biosystems and its stock price today. But basically, right, breaking it down, an SEC file is a regulatory filing that provides simplified reporting for the issuers of registered securities. An S3 filing is utilized when a company wishes to raise capital, usually as a secondary offering after an initial public offering has already occurred. Okay, so going to this here, you can see here. So basically, Ttoo management is saying they're not selling any shares, which they do allude to. I want to say there's probably a press release for this, which they do allude to essentially. They're not selling any of the shares of the common stock under this prospectus, and they will not receive any proceeds. So they also do state that they are not aware of any intention of CRG, which is this CR Group LP, which is the selling stockholders, to sell their shares. We don't know, and again, they don't know how long, like I talked about, like this article talks about, how long they're going to hold. I think main thing that's interesting here is that the CR Group can basically sell the shares whenever they want. So they haven't told Ttoo Biosystems when they plan to sell the shares, but that can be whenever. Like it could literally be a year from now, based on what I've read. It could be a year from now. So with CRG, they become majority shareholder with majority voting power if in case the preferred share conversion to the commons in the event of the executed reverse split. So it all kind of, to a degree, hinders the reverse split, but this also at the same time, in my opinion, kind of puts the reverse split in the driver's seat kind of maybe that of possible this might happen because of this S3 filing. So it's very interesting, like very, very interesting. And I definitely think it had a direct impact on the stock price today. For me personally, I think at this price, down 26% at 35 cents. Again, it almost seems like we've been waiting another week for the FDA approval and we haven't really heard anything, which is slightly concerning to me, or the FDA clearance, sorry, which is slightly concerning to me. So make sure you guys keep that in mind here when looking at T2 Biosystems stock. It's obviously a stock that I am still bullish on based on the niche that it's in and based on the issue it is looking to have a resolution for, or somewhat of a resolution in sepsis. So let me know in the comments below, you guys. Drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.